Okay, so today is a 50-minute Vinyasa flow. Um, it's a little more challenging. So as I said before, if you need to take a break, feel free to take a rest in any comfortable position for you. But we are going to get started. Can you hear Rico right now? Wow. Okay. Okay, good, good. All right. We're gonna get started at the top of our mat, standing, and we're gonna do some sun salutations to warm up the body. So when you're ready, meet me at the top of your mat and inhale your arms up. Exhale, relax your hips and fold. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And exhale, step your right foot back, your right knee on the ground. Inhale your arms up. Exhale into plank position. Inhale and plank, look forward. Exhale, come all the way to the ground. You can either do knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale into cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale your arms up. Exhale into plank position. Exhale, or inhale, look forward. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And inhale, step to the front of your mat, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. And inhale, come back to standing. So that's the traditional sun salutation with the knee on the ground. And that's always an option to do in place of any of the subsequent sun salutations that we're going to do now, which just basically add on to that first variation. So you can always go back to that if you'd like to modify. All right, so now we're going to do that leading with the left leg. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, relax your hips and fold. Inhale to lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, send your left foot back, left knee down. Inhale your arms up. And exhale to plank position. Inhale, look forward in plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward, put your right knee down. Inhale your arms up. And exhale, back to plank. Inhale, look forward in plank. Exhale, knees down, chest down, hips lifted. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to look forward, step or jump your feet to the top of the mat, lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. And inhale, come back up to standing. All right, we're gonna now do the traditional sun salutation with the knee lifted. So leading with the right side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, relax your hips, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, send your right foot back, right knee lifted. Exhale, plank position. Inhale, look forward in plank. Exhale, come all the way down to the ground. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. And inhale, step your right foot forward, your left knee lifted. Sink your hips. Inhale, step your feet together, look forward, and exhale to fold. Inhale, come back up to standing, and exhale, release your arms. All right, we'll now do that on the other side. So inhale, your arms up. Exhale, relax your hips, fold. Inhale, look forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale, send your left foot back, left knee lifted. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale to plank position, Inhale and plank, look forward. Exhale, come all the way down to the ground. Inhale into cobra. Exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward with your right knee lifted. Sink the hips. Inhale, step your feet together, lengthen the spine. And exhale to fold. Inhale, come back up and meet me in standing. Nice. All right, we're going to continue with sun salutation A. Keep warming up the body. Inhale, look up. Exhale, relax your hips, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your feet back into plank or jump back into chaturanga. Exhale, lower yourself to the ground. Inhale into upward facing dog or modification. And exhale, push back into downward facing dog. And we're going to hold this downward dog here for about 5 breaths. On your next inhale, look forward, step or jump your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. And inhale, come back up to standing. All right, we're going to do that another time. Inhale, lift the arms, look up. Exhale, relax the hips and fold. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back into chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. Look towards your toes. On an exhale here, try to sink your heels down towards the mat, while at the same time lifting your hips up towards the sky. This creates an opposing action in the back of your legs to help open the hamstrings. And on your next inhale, look forward, step or jump to the top of the mat, lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold, and inhale to standing. All right. Now we're going to add on with sun salutation B. So bend the knees, inhale the arms up into chair. Exhale, relax your hips and fold. Inhale to look forward, lengthen the spine. And exhale, step or jump back into chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. And exhale into downward facing dog. From here, take your right foot forward, place your left heel on the mat, and come up to warrior one. On your next exhale, come to plank and move through Vinyasa, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. From here, on your inhale, take your left foot forward. Meet me in warrior one on the other side. And exhale to plank position. Inhale, look forward in plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. In these more dynamic sun salutations, the downward dog acts as a break or a rest. So try to deepen your inhales and exhales here. And use this as a resting pose. On your next inhale, look forward, step or jump to the top of your mat, lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold, look towards your knees. And inhale, look up, arms up. Exhale into Samasthiti. Okay, we'll continue on with the Sun Salutation B, and this time we'll add a few more poses in there. So bend your, oh, I forgot chair at the end there. Okay, bend your knees, inhale the arms up, exhale, relax your hips to fold. Inhale, look forward, exhale, step or jump back into Chaturanga or a modification. Exhale, inhale into upward facing dog, and exhale into downward facing dog. We'll take our right foot forward, spin the left heel down, come up into warrior one, and then windmill the arms so that you meet me in a warrior two position. And in warrior two, with your arms out to the side, think about bringing your right knee a little bit towards the right side of your mat so you can see your big toe. And from here, we'll go into peaceful warrior. So inhale the right arm up and exhale into side angle with your elbow on your knee, reaching your left arm forward. We'll do this a few more times. Inhale into peaceful warrior. Exhale into side angle. Inhale, peaceful warrior. And exhale, side angle. From here, spin on the ball of your back foot to come down and meet me in a plank position. Exhale, Chaturanga or modification. Inhale to upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Now to the other side, step your left foot forward, spin your right heel down, come up to warrior one, and then open up the body into warrior two on the other side, tracking your left knee over your left ankle and slightly encouraging your left knee towards the left side of your mat. From here, let's inhale the left arm up into peaceful warrior and exhale into side angle with your right arm reaching forward. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, peaceful warrior. And exhale into side angle. On your next exhale, come back down and meet me in a plank. And we'll move through another vinyasa. So inhale, look forward in plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. And exhale into downward facing dog. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Really trying to lengthen the spine. Pressing all of your fingers into the mat. You can think about externally rotating your upper arms so you can widen the shoulders and the collarbones and give your spine more space to stretch out. From here, on your next inhale, look forward, step or jump to the top of your mat, extend the spine. Exhale to fold, bend your knees, inhale your arms up into chair, and exhale into standing. All right, so from here, we're going to take a quick child's pose, just to rest for a little bit while I explain the next part of the sequence. So you can take a wide-legged child's pose with your toes touching and your knees apart, stretching your arms forward with your forehead on the ground. So the next part of our sequence is going to be the standing balance sequence, which we've done before. So just to give you a quick overview, we're going to go through eagle, warrior two, and then a twist on both sides. All right, so when you're ready, meet me in the center of your mat. And we're going to start with our hands on our hips and place your weight into your left foot. Inhale your right foot up and swing it back and forth a couple of times. And then on an inhale, hold it out in front of you. Engage your core for 3, 2, 1. Now bend your standing leg and wrap into eagle legs. If you're stable here, inhale your arms out and exhale your left elbow on top of your right into eagle arms. And we'll stay in eagle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From eagle, unwrap your arms, inhale to standing and hold your bent knee or your straight leg with your peace fingers around your big toe for 3, 2, 1. And from here, on an exhale, we're going to transition into warrior 3. So bring your right leg behind you, your hands on your hips to maintain balance. And if you're feeling stable here, inhale your arms out in front of you into warrior 3 for 3, 2, 1. Come up. Take hold of your right knee with your left hand or grab onto your big toe with your peace fingers. Inhale to lift the chest and exhale your right arm behind you to twist. And we'll stay here for 3, 2, I know your left leg's burning. 1, all right, and release. Shake it out. Good job. All right, so we'll go into the same sequence on the other side. So with your hands on your hips, place your weight into your right foot. And on an inhale, kick your leg forward, swing it back and forth a couple of times. And when you're ready, inhale, hold your leg out in front of you for 3, for 2, and 1. And bend your right knee, wrap your left leg around your standing leg into eagle legs. If you're stable here, inhale your arms open and exhale your right elbow on top of your left into eagle arms. 5, 4, lift the elbows. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale to come out, release, and hold your left knee with your left hand or your left toes with your 2 peace fingers. And we'll hold this for 3, 2, 1. And now on your next exhale, swing your left leg back into warrior 3. Put your hands on your hips, or to modify, you can put your hands on the floor or on blocks. And if you're feeling stable here, you can inhale the arms forward for 3, 2, 1. Come on up and we'll go into the twist. So grab your left knee with your right hand or your left toes with your right peace fingers. Inhale to lift the chest and exhale the left arm back to twist. 3, 2, 1. Good job, release. From here, I'd like you to step or jump your feet apart, your arms apart. Pigeon toe your feet in slightly towards each other. Inhale to look up and slightly arch back. And exhale to fold from your hips towards the ground. If your hands can come to the ground, then do so. If not, you can place your hands on blocks. And in the half position, inhale, look forward to lengthen the spine. If you're able to fold, Move your hands back in line with your feet and exhale to fold at your hips, any amount. You can let your head go here. And we'll hold this wide-legged forward fold for a few breaths. On your next inhale, press into your hands, come back up to the half position. Place your hands on your hips, engage your thighs, and inhale to come to standing. From here, I'd like you to turn your right toes towards the front of your mat. Inhale your arms out to the sides. Reach forward with your right arm and come into triangle pose. You can place your hand on your leg, or if you prefer, you can place it on a block. In triangle pose, bring your head and chest back in line with your front leg. And inhale, you can look up towards your thumb. On your next inhale, engage your back leg to come up. And we'll turn our feet towards the other side. So turn your left toes out, your right toes towards a 45-degree angle. Inhale to reach forward with your left hand, swaying your hips in the opposite direction towards the back of your mat. And come into triangle pose. Again, bring your head and chest back here. And bring your left sit bone towards your right sit bone. On your next inhale, engage your back leg to come back up to center. And we're gonna move through Vinyasa here. So step to the front of your mat and we'll take a sun salutation A. So inhale, your arms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale into plank position. Chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale into downward facing dog. From here, you can either jump your feet through your hands or step towards the top of your mat and meet me in straight-legged seated position, Dandasana. All right, from here, we're gonna go into box pose, which is a pretty deep hip opener. So I'm gonna take you through the modifications for box first, and then you can just pause wherever you're feeling a good stretch. So let's start by bending our left knee, placing our left foot underneath our right knee, and then bending our right knee and placing the foot outside of the left knee. So kind of a cross-legged position, except your shins aren't crossed, your outer foot is resting outside of your knee. So that's one variation. The second is to actually come into a cross-legged position and lengthen the spine here. Try to relax the hips. And then if you'd like to come into a full box position with me, you'll take your right foot, your right ankle, and place it on top of your left knee. And try to encourage your right knee to come down on top of your left foot. So you can gently press on the right thigh here to encourage your knee to come down. And if you're in the full position, you can inhale your arms up to lengthen the spine and exhale to fold towards the floor. And if you're in the half position, inhale to look forward and exhale, walk your hands forward any amount. Try to keep both sit bones grounded here. And also flex both of your feet as well. All right, we'll come back up on an inhale. Lengthen the spine once more if you did fold. And we'll switch legs. So you can come back to staff pose, shake out your knees a little bit, and then we'll go to the right side. So either bend your right knee and then your left knee with your left foot outside of your right knee into a cross-legged position, or join me in the full box pose with your left ankle on top of your right knee. Your feet are flexed and you're encouraging your left knee to touch your right foot. From here, if you are in the full position with your knee very close or touching your foot, you can inhale your arms up, lengthen the spine, and exhale to fold forward at the hips. And then if you can fold even further, inhale, look forward and pull the ground towards you. And then exhale, walk your hands forward to fold a little bit deeper. Or just hang out in the half position or in the upright position, wherever your body's at today. On your next inhale, come back up to seated. Inhale your arms up and exhale to release the legs into staff pose. From here, we're going to take another vinyasa. So let's meet in a plank position, and you can take a vinyasa if you'd like, or you can just stay in plank position and hold. And from downward facing dog, we're actually going to come back to a plank position. And here, just really think about engaging the core, bringing your belly button towards your spine. And then on your next exhale, bring your body all the way down to the floor. So we're going to go into a small back bending series here, starting with locust. We'll work the legs first to open up the back. So you can just rest your arms in front of you for now. And think about engaging your back muscles and your glutes to lift your legs up any amount. And here, think about lifting from above your knee. You can rest your forehead on your hands. And we'll hold this for a few breaths. Good. Exhale, release. And now we're going to add the arms to go into a full locust pose. So on an exhale, engage your legs, lift your legs up behind you, and join with your arms, lifting your arms up off the floor. And we'll hold this for 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Good job. All right. So I want to add another back bending position. So come up to your knees. And we're going to go into camel, but I'll show you the variations first. This can be a pretty deep back bend. So if you're not familiar with camel, I suggest staying in the first variation. So with your feet behind you and your hips in line with your knees, you can place your hands on your hips and sort of support your sacrum with your thumbs and your palms. And from here, inhale to look up and lift the chest, and exhale to bend in a back bending direction and slightly push your hips forward. If you'd like to go a step further, you can come up to your toes and reach for the backs of your heels. If you are in the full position, place your hands on your sacrum to come back to the first position, and then inhale to come back to center. And from here, let's go into a child's pose, a closed-kneed child's pose to do a little counter for that deep back bend. And you can also come to your back and just hug your knees in towards the chest. I find that this is sometimes a better release for the lower back than child's pose, even though they're both forward folds. All right, so from here, we're gonna transition into a wide-legged downward dog. And this again is just to release the lower back. So I'd like you to actually grab the top of your mat, kind of the top corners, actually hold on to the mat. And then take your feet mat width apart when you come into your downward dog. And from here, I'd like you to bend your knees and look forward. And then on an exhale, extend your knees and look towards your toes. And let's do that a couple more times. So bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, extend your knees any amount, and look towards the back of your mat. Bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, extend the knees, look back. All right, so from here, let's transition into staff pose once again. So you can come through tabletop or just transition on your own into staff pose. And we're gonna work on our seated forward fold here. So let's start by pressing the palms into the mat to really lift up the chest, lift up the head and the spine towards the sky. And then let's add the arms on an inhale. And from here, exhale and gently start to fold from your hips and hold on to your legs wherever is comfortable. So that might be your shins, might be your toes, your ankles, or even your thighs if you're still working on the upright position. So wherever you are, inhale deeply to give your spine some length, and exhale your belly button towards your spine to fold a little bit deeper. If you're in the half position like I am, look towards your toes. If you're folding all the way, try to bring your chin towards your legs, towards your knees, not your forehead. All right, on your next inhale, bring the arms up, lengthen the sides of the waist, and exhale, bring your arms down. All right, from here, we're gonna go into bridge position, and then from there into shoulder stand. So if shoulder stand is not in your practice, please have a block next to you because I'll give you a modification for shoulder stand. So let's come into bridge position by coming into a reclining pose with your back on the floor and your feet grounded. And with your hands And arms on the ground. Engage your glutes to lift up your hips towards the sky. And here, really think about engaging your glutes to keep your hips lifted. So if you know that you have shoulder stand in your practice, you can come into that now. If not, and you'd like to do the modification with me, take your block and place it underneath your sacrum of your lower back. So it can be on any setting, low, medium, or high. I'm going to do medium here. And just rest your sacrum on the brick. And from here, engage your abs to lift your legs one at a time up to the sky. And this is technically an inversion. Your heart is like a little bit higher than your head, but it's also a nice, gentle, sort of restorative version of shoulder stand. You can also grip the sides of your mat here if you're feeling a little bit unstable. If you're in full shoulder stand, you can come through Halasana, plow pose. And once you are down in plow pose, you can slowly roll down vertebrae by vertebrae to the ground. All right, for those of you with me, you can bend your knees and place your feet back on the ground. Lift your hips up to remove the block. And then we're gonna come into fish pose, especially for those of you who did full shoulder stand, to counter that posture and release the neck. So to do fish pose, you're going to either place your hands underneath your butt, underneath your hips, and press into the elbows and lift up to the crown of your head. Now, try to avoid putting a lot of pressure in the crown of your head. You want there to mostly be pressure in your elbows. And if you'd like to take a fuller version of fish pose, you can lift your legs up and lift your arms up as well. Again, avoiding a lot of pressure in your head. All right, and we'll release that and come into a Shavasana. So with your arms and your legs out towards your side, and shuffle your shoulder blades in towards each other. We'll just relax in Shavasana for a few moments. Just let everything go here. Release your eyes, release your forehead and the muscles in your face. Relax your jaw. And just let yourself melt into the mat. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana for as long as you'd like. If you'd like to join me to come out, start to bring some more movement into your arms, your fingers, your toes. Inhale your arms up, give yourself a nice big stretch. And then roll over to your side and look down to press yourself back up to seated. All right. Thank you, everyone. I honestly don't know how long that was. Ugh. Let me stop the recording.